I've just read this book written by Muhammad Yunus, which is on a seemingly impossible task of creating a world which has zero poverty, zero net carbon emission, and zero unemployment. The reason why this book is interesting is the author himself. He is a Nobel laureate who has proven over decades that millions of people can be brought out of poverty through his Grameen Bank, for which in 2006 he was awarded Nobel Peace Prize. So the microcredit, he is the father of microcredit system in the world, and it is from this experience that he is talking about how to create a world of three zeros. A world of three zeros is the title, as the title suggests. So is zero poverty, zero unemployment and zero net carbon emission possible at all? For which we need to go through the book. I would say that 3 to 4 areas which one could look at in the book is that, first of all, he is explaining the concept to you as to what it means by these 3 zeros. So you will see the reason why it has become very significant. He explains that the capitalist system as we have today accumulates a lot of wealth, but its redistribution is not happening in a proportionate manner. So we end up having have-nots and haves, where 90% of the world's poor is finding it difficult or impossible to enjoy the fruits of the development that's happening. So the model which he talks about is to correct this, which is what he's dreaming about. Yunus has created, it's not entirely conceptual, Yunus has created a Yunus social business, a platform to really try, experiment and implement the ideas that he has. It is taking a step forward from the Grameen Bank experimentation that he has done. So what he does is, he is giving a lot of illustrations, lot of examples of how it can happen, wherein you invite capital from the corporate world and various other agencies to be effectively implemented, to be effectively deployed in areas where you have a societal need. And once you solve those societal needs through a sustainable manner, by employing the people in that locality, you are serving all 3 purposes. You are making environmentally sustainable solutions for problems, for society's unmet needs, by making use of the unemployed, thereby providing unemployment, and through that revenue generation you are taking care of the poverty problem. This entire concept is explained and illustrated in the first portion of the book. The 3 or 4 things which really attracts the reader's attention is the focus on youth, the focus on technology, and the focus on creating an infrastructure which is both regulatory, legal and financial, to build capabilities in promoting this idea. So he is really focusing on youth, and the policymakers and anyone interested in job creation would be interested, because he is not asking youth to look for jobs, he is asking youth to create jobs, which is currently the motto of even our central government. So that is where the book becomes very interesting. So he is talking about how youth should be encouraged, inspired to create their own jobs in the locality for their benefit in a sustainable manner, and find solutions through using technology. That's where the second part comes in. So he is rightly recognizing the importance of technology, ICT, the information and communication technology, and seeing how it can make changes. And the examples, as I said, in the early part of the book, really tells you how solar companies can join hands with local youth to create eco-friendly power as well as jobs in rural Bangladesh. He has done it for thousands of houses. It is happening in Kenya, it's happening in US, it's happening all over Asia through the Yunus Social Business Forum. So he's not giving you an abstract idea, he's giving some examples. The last part is the infrastructure creation, the creation of a legal and a financial infrastructure to fund such programs, and also make it really workable in the current situation. Therein again he is giving his views and also suggestions as to how one should go about. So overall, I would say that it's a really interesting book for people who want to understand alternate ideas. It's not that it's not happening. You have impact business that's happening all over. Even corporates globally are talking about impact business. They feel that the balance sheet itself is not, it is also the social impact that you make that matters. So you have companies turning into looking at charities for sustainable businesses. It's an emerging trend, and here is a person, the father of microfinance, talking to us as to what he has done. And I would say that this is a book which one should really check out. I'll certainly give 7 because it is a practical book which everyone may not agree with. It is a book of wisdom of a person who has given certain examples, but whether it is sustainable in the long run. And he himself in the book, he talks about one aspect, that it should not run independent of the corporate businesses, because businesses with profit motive, if they create establishments that destructs or causes more damage or causes more inequality, then these social enterprises cannot be a substitute for that. So he's talking about an overall change, a new architecture for global business, which is at the realm of, it's yet to be seen on a massive scale. So to that extent, I am giving 7 marks.